Greeting comrades, I hope you all doing well. So, a lot have happened since we last see each other, but first I see a lot of you finally reach the stage of 7-7 or 9-7 Casino Stone Adventurers, and also 5x3 engraving tryharding, and I see you are not very happy about it. Well, it is what it is. But hopefully today this wizard will kaboosh this malicious Western tactics and meta. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. This topic is rather complicated to explain and tackle, but I will try my best, so we're gonna be on the same page. But the first question is, where does these fantastic builds come from to the west that we use now? There is a page called Lava, and what it's do, it's pulling information from Kier server database, and you are able to see players and their builds and their gems. What people do is to go to item level ranking, then display strongest player and copy their builds. Issue number 1. Probably first 500 to 1000 players that you see on this ranking list log more often to their bank account than into the game. So what we basically do, we are copying builds from Korean Asmon Golds and Rich Campbells, alright my friends? And those are not tactics for regular players, this is more like Mega Shield type of gameplay. Issue number 2. Korean server is far ahead when it comes to statistics and gear that they use. So what working in Korea not exactly may be possible in Western server and may not even work. So this is the visual comparison that will explain you how far we are apart on each other.
And here we go for the Ostrich Derby, and they're off. Cats don't zig for between horses for the lead. Where's Dorinda on the inside?
Unfortunately, based on these statistics, many retarded Kraken tactics were developed. For example, Relic Weapon first to craft, Casino Stone last to Casino, Kinbland Yellow Book first. We have identified the root of evil. Now, time to analyze the environment we are in. Do you guys remember when you were downloading 30 GB patch? That was because we have downloaded almost complete latest Korean expansion called Elgatia. Those are textures and assets that I found in Steam version of our game. Also, our patch notes match Elgatia patch notes. Yes, we have all skins and all classes downloaded in our hard drives, up to date. Amazon just cock-blocked them, but it's topic for another video. What we doing, we actually playing one-to-one Korean server that when it was transferred to West, it gained extra chromosomes and become retarded. Keep it in mind because it will be important for over our conclusion. So now let's examine Korean server, at least is basically our server. You enter there, you make new account, you like drop $100 to lube your experience so it will be, more swiftly, and about 3 to 4 weeks you are 1445 or 1460 easy. Question time. If you can be 1460 by a month, what need to happen to all the raids and challenges? They need to be nerfed to fuck, because Grudge Andies need to complete them. Now back to EU and A. So if we have Korean DNA and Korean numbers in our game right now, so what does it mean? That it means that also the bosses and everything is nerfed to fuck, so Grudge Korean Andies can complete it. And you guys fear-mongering, making some super giga chat builds 5x377 stones for what? For nerfed content that can be complete with Grudge 1 and Heavy Armor 2 Vital Attack DPS builds. It is what it is, you know? Complete waste of everybody time and energy and watching 300 hours of guides. Guys, have fun with the game and chill a bit. So, before we dive into this topic, let's watch 2 5 minutes DPS tests that I speed up. As I have mentioned in the beginning, we don't have gems, we don't have tripods, we don't have sets, we don't have statistics to back the Korean meta. And hey, don't get me wrong, the Grudge is still the best engraving to DPS what we have. But for the actual state of our server, it is not necessary to run. It is just for parsing. But hey, if you are still interested in GigaChat builds, don't ask me, I am meme build master. For GigaChat builds, there is this man called Kanima. I may not agree with him in 100%, only about 75 to 80%, but it's still 50% more than Mr. Stopas I agree with. So if you are interested in GigaChat builds and asking Andy build questions, here is this man Twitch and his Discord. I only see obscene amount of bullshit. What they actually did, they just blocked some Asian region and Korea IPs. Bots are already back. What is funny about it, that these two newly promoted Amazon Shepherds probably also get restricted from the game. I think they bark too quiet and sheeps run away. Anyway, there is new footage, so you can see the bots are evolving and cheaters have reached new heights. Soon we will rename Lost Ark to New World 2. So missing of the honing buff, I'm completely not surprised. It's because it's in line with Amazon half cock meta. Half materials, half gold, half skin, half content and half difficulty. There is, this is consistently bad from the beginning. So let's recall the list. I have write it here. Argos gold nerf from like 4000 and over to 2000 something. No item level restriction on Guardian House dungeon removed from the game. Oreja Armor was accessible from 1-3 to 5 item level and dropped 2500 gold if I'm not wrong. Tier 2 water dungeon drop 1500 gold nerfed. 16-man Kaiser tier 2 like 1200 gold, 1000 gold removed from the game. Weekly heroic guardians from day 1 on every single character, not like one run and boom over for your account. Free tickets to Phaeton, and then if you need more tickets, boom, like $10 to $15 you are in Phaeton. And you can compare, and of course on top of that also express events, so you are in Phaeton and you are like getting express event to 1340, not our express event that is tier 1 and tier 2. And Abyssal Trials day 1, you know? So much stuff were taken out of the game that the honing buff should be with us from day 1. But this is just one extra cog in us, whatever. So people often ask me how I'm comparing the ride difficulty to how it was before to what is now. So I can actually show it to you in a scientific way. So this is my peace bottle from the Voltan hard mode when it was pre-nerfed release. Okay, as you can see, pretty big boy. And this is my peace bottle from EU. As you can see, less stress and less, negative accumulations, So this is how you can compare the difficulty levels at the moment between what is now and what was before. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something, and see you next time, I hope very soon. Kaboosh.